Hey, Ari here, leader of the race mixing revolution. Wanted to take a sec to talk a little bit about celebration. This idea of celebrating, expressing yourself in this moment of joy and happiness and all that good stuff. What is celebration? Why do we do it? It's such a natural thing. I hate to objectify it. I hate to get really philosophical about it. I wish that everybody just knew how to do celebration and we wouldn't have to talk about it because it's such a special moment. A lot of times you don't want to ruin a special moment by talking too much about it, saying too much, spoiling it. But at the same time, sometimes if we talk about it, at least in this kind of a situation with a video like this or something, we can gain a little bit of perspective on it to make it better. That's my goal. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you can be better at celebrating just by listening to me. Let's see if we can make that happen. So, celebration. What is celebration? What is it when you go, yeah, woo? When you do something loud, or when you're like, yes, yeah, like there's something happening inside. Maybe it's a little more personal thing, or maybe it's when you do something specific, like some people have a drink, like let's have a drink to celebrate this special drink, or this special food, or this special, out of all the kind of normal things that we do in our life, doing a more special version of that normal thing as a as a way of celebrating, as a way of spoiling yourself, as a way of showing yourself that this is something important that has happened. What is the importance of that? What is the importance of taking the time to communicate to yourself that something is important, that something has just happened, and that is important? That is a good thing that just happened. Pay attention to it in the future and make sure you understand that. It's important. It's good. We celebrate it. And maybe we celebrate the bad things as well. Maybe we celebrate the fact that we've gone through so much struggle and pain, and we thought we could, and we didn't. And we felt like it should have happened, but it didn't. And all these things, these negative experiences were adding up. And then it finally actually did happen. Something amazing happened. And you gotta celebrate. You gotta say, yes, I'm free. I'm free from that life of failure. I'm free from those failures now. I finally succeeded. That's a great time to celebrate. And the ways that we celebrate are very complex. The ways that we respond and react to something going well. The ways that we respond and react to finally having proven our point. And these kind of things. It's very strange. It might be a moment. It might be a legacy. It might be something in between. It might be a year where some things happen differently because of a celebration or a response to something good happening. Maybe we're constantly celebrating. Maybe the entire human history, the legacy of humanity, is based on celebrating life. Wouldn't that be an incredible philosophical statement, philosophical mission, that we're trying to celebrate reality? We're trying to put it on a pedestal. We're trying to make it something incredible, have that sense of romanticized and dramatic and just feel good and positive energy about it. That would be the ideal situation for humanity, for human people living their lives. Our goal should always be to get that next level of celebration. And we go through a lot of struggle to get to that point, but those moments are so important. They're so essential to human life. If you take those moments of celebration out of human life, what is human life? What is life at all? Do other kinds of life experience celebration? Do they celebrate? Does a goose celebrate when it flaps its wings? Does a monkey celebrate? Do animals celebrate? Sometimes the one thing we appreciate in other animals and we respect in other animals is their ability to celebrate or not. Because it shows that they're recognizing, that they're aware, that their experiences, that their emotions, that their struggles, that these kind of things have added up, have come to a crescendo, have come to a boiling point. They've been building up and finally they have to celebrate. There has to be some kind of a reaction. We respect a reaction as human beings. And that's something I think we need to say more often. That's something we need to see more often. Sometimes we deprive ourselves of celebration. Sometimes it's awkward to celebrate. Sometimes we don't have the same perspective. Somebody could have been struggling with something much more intensely and needs to celebrate much more intensely than another person. I've been there a lot, and I've seen a lot of people like that in my life. And It feels bad when somebody doesn't get their moment of celebration. It's a very important moment, psychologically, personally. It's very healthy to have the right kind of celebration in life. I think that's one of the biggest things we judge people for, is their ability to celebrate in one way or another. Sometimes we judge them negatively, saying that you shouldn't be celebrating, you're celebrating too much, it's not that big a deal. And sometimes this reflects on ourselves, when there have been times when we wanted to celebrate, but we thought, I didn't get to celebrate like that because it wasn't that big a deal. Or was it? Was it that big a deal? Was it so important? How important was my struggle? How important was getting to that point? How important was the moment of success, the moment of celebration? Really, this is a philosophy of celebration. If we can have some philosophical statement or philosophical phrase or something to say about the way we celebrate, it won't be such a mysterious thing anymore. It won't be something that we just leave up to chance and leave up to circumstance and these kind of things. We need to have some formality about our celebrations. And a lot of people do. A lot of people ritualize it. A lot of people find opportunities to celebrate. Things like sports. That's the most classic example throughout human history, is we've had people doing things in a sporting way, for sport, for the sport of it. And they've accomplished things, and we see their struggles, and we follow these individuals and these kind of things, and they get to a moment where they've succeeded, and we can celebrate them. We can say, yes, you've succeeded. You remember when you were struggling like that? You remember all the bad times? You remember when you were kind of getting closer, and then you went back down, and then you reached another level, and I know what you were going through, man. And we can all relate, and we celebrate with them in a giant stadium, at home, behind the screen, whatever it might be. We say, yeah. We say, woo! On this kind of, whatever it might be. It's a beautiful thing to celebrate. And a lot of people become jaded about the celebration because it's not personal enough. Something like sporting, obviously, some people say, I don't play sports. Why would I celebrate? Well, I don't play a lot of sports. I follow some sports. And there's a lot of things that I don't celebrate. And I think it's awkward to other people maybe when you don't celebrate the same things. And that says a lot about our sense of identity. Our ability to celebrate, and the things that we celebrate are central to our identity. So how do we celebrate a little more similarly? How do we celebrate about the same things? And this is one of the biggest motivations for me creating Revolution. This is something that can be all-encompassing, that gives us an opportunity to celebrate together universally. Could you imagine if there was a moment in human history where every single person was celebrating the exact same thing at the same time? That's incredible. That is profound. That is grand. That is sublime. That is epic. That is amazing. That would be an incredible thing to experience. I would love to experience something like that on that scale, in the quality of everyone knowing where they're at, and that resonance of people celebrating together. Please, can we make that happen? Please, I'm begging you. I'm desperate for something like that in my lifetime. So if you want to support me in reaching that moment of celebration, a celebration that we all deserve, really, as human beings. We're very special. We're more special than we realize, or we tell each other, or that we know. We're very special. We deserve to be celebrated. Human beings deserve to be celebrated. I can say that with confidence. So please join me in celebrating, and please be a part of my revolution. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching up to this point if you made it all the way through. Please support me on Patreon. Please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be releasing a lot of videos in the future. This is just the beginning. From here on out, we build the revolution together. We're going to be celebrating a little bit here, a little bit there. We're going to be struggling here, struggling there. And when we can do it together, it's more meaningful. It's better. I'd rather celebrate with you. Could you imagine somebody celebrating alone? It's absurd. I'm not going to talk about that too much, but you know that would be weird. If somebody was just celebrating complete isolation, just 100% isolation and just celebrating. Something sad about that. We need you. I need you to celebrate. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I got a lot more videos coming out in the future. Please share my video, copy the link, send it to some people, share it on social media. Please support me on Patreon. As little as $1 a month, you can help me in this very critical early phases of the revolution, help me build it from the ground up. Please remember my words and take them with you into the future. And thanks for watching again. I'll see you next time.